Good morning. Today is Friday, October 15th. It's a gear day and it's a green day. A reminder that there will be class meetings during the advisory block today. Seniors, please report to Fuller Hall. Juniors, report to the amphitheater. Sophomores, report to the alumni gym. And freshmen, report to the field house. Attention seniors, please check your STJ Labs email for a link to the Spirit Week Spirit Squad nomination form. Be sure to make your nomination by the end of E-Block today. Freshmen and freshman advisors, your outdoor class meeting will be on Monday of next week instead of Friday. Please report directly to the amphitheater for chapel on Monday morning instead of your advisory locations. The following colleges will be on campus on Monday, October 18th. Sacred Heart University, Hassan University, University of New England, Franklin Pierce University, Ithaca College, and Goucher College. To sign up for their visit, log into your Naviance account. Come join the outing club for the last rock climbing trip of the year. No experience is necessary and all are welcome. Go to Campus Life Office today to get your permission slips. The trip will leave from Brantview Drive at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. If you have any questions, please find Mr. Holden or Mr. Bowen. Dare to explore. On Monday, Math Club will host the first Math League competition in Fuller Basement at 3:30. See you Monday for round 1 of New England Math League. Attention Hilltopper fans, we have 2 games under the lights on Fairbanks Field this weekend. Tonight, your boys' varsity soccer team will take on Essex at 6:30 p.m. And tomorrow, your girls' varsity soccer team will square off against Colchester at 6 p.m. Come enjoy 2 evenings of Hilltopper athletics on Fairbanks Field. Those that forget history are doomed to repeat it. Let us remember that as we think about March of 2020, when a finger was pointed towards an inanimate object as the source of pandemic uncertainty. Rather than seek to understand science and the feelings that inanimate objects may have, society simply sent this object outside for 48 to 72 hours to air out. That was no way to treat cardboard. Cardboard was never the problem. In fact, cardboard is always a solution, especially as an accelerant for next Friday's bonfire. Please start saving cardboard over the weekend and stay tuned for info on where to bring it for the triumphant return of the Spirit Week bonfire. See Mr. Ryan with any questions. Happy birthday today to Henry Heilman, Alice Lee, Aidan Brody, and Maren Giese. Happy birthday tomorrow to Sage Coons, Owen McClure, and Aaliyah Davis. And on Sunday, to Maya Bukowski and Catherine Nadeau. Happy birthday. In upcoming sports, on Friday we have JV and varsity volleyball at Montpelier at 4 and 5:30. Please release the teams at 1:30. JV boys soccer versus Essex at 4:30. Varsity boys soccer versus Essex at 6:30. Varsity football and cheerleading at South Burlington and Burlington at 7. And on Saturday, girls and boys cross country at Craftsbury at 10. JV and varsity field hockey versus North Country at 2 and 3:15. And JV girls soccer versus Colchester at 4, and varsity girls soccer versus Colchester at 6. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Nathan. Good morning. Happy Friday. A couple of late announcements. Dodgeball on Stowe Green will happen today at 12:30. This could be the last day of outdoor activities with Mr. LaCroix, who is very cool, for 2021. So please join him. Varsity volleyball lost to Mid-Vermont yesterday, 3-2. And I have an interesting update for you and a few thoughts as you go into your weekend and think about next week. Spirit Week, which I hope to everyone's delight is coming together to be similar, if not the same, as years past. Mr. Ryan shared in his boarding life update yesterday that the rivalry between St. Johnsbury Academy and our neighbors to the north, Linden Institute, runs very deep and in fact dates back to 1894. According to Mr. Ryan, 10 years ago, USA Today ranked it among the 4 top high school football rivalries in the United States. which I did not know. Thank you, Mr. Ryan. So we're just over a week away from the game, and the week leading up to it that is this great tradition. It's also homecoming for alumni and a week of building our school spirit, which we're so ready to do. For my part, I can't wait to see you all next week as we celebrate this school and what we do here, and all the things that make St. Johnsbury Academy the great place that it is. This rings completely true to me, and I'll see you all in your live chapels, which will start, as Nathan said, with freshmen on Monday in the amphitheater, and then go as usual with seniors on Tuesday, juniors on Wednesday, and sophomores on Thursday. In those meetings, we're going to be practicing the alma mater and the cheers, and probably learning to dance the Topper Boogaloo, which is something that I learned to do myself 2 years ago next week, when I joined a group of juniors and Coach Alercio in a skit that involved some very energetic and not very accomplished dancing. I can't wait to do it again and embarrass my children who were not there last time. This time also with all of you faculty and staff alums who I know danced the Topper Boogaloo at the Pep Chapel, which is on Friday on Fairbanks Field and will be held rain or shine. Throughout the week, you're going to wear school colors, and in advisory when you're not in Life Chapel, you'll be decorating your advisory room doors. And the admin team and I, they don't know this, but this is what we're going to do, are going to go around on Friday and judge the best doors in a number of categories. And the winning advisories will be recognized in Pep Chapel and win some prizes. So on Thursday, you'll have theme days by class, and you'll also be building floats for our Friday night parade through the town of St. Johnsbury. I know you're all working on those themes, and so far I love what I've heard of your ideas, including the potential goat float, the greatest of all time, for which it pains me to say that we cannot have any live goats. My favorite float memory from when I was here in 2019 was running into Mrs. Darling in the dining hall and having her say, "Oh, I've been staring at your face all day," because she was helping students to create a larger-than-life version of my face for Mr. Lovett to wear in a skit. Then one class put this big face on their float in the parade, and it was really creepy, but also just awesome. So I think it's still somewhere in my office. After the parade on Friday, we will indeed have a bonfire to cheer around, and then on Saturday afternoon, we will host the game. So this is a good time for me also to say a few things about the essential things that we bring as a school to every contest and interscholastic game or competition. What I know that your coaches talk about with you, and I hope you know is part of our expectation for you, which is the kind of sportsmanship and conduct that will bring pride to our school. So at any games that you play or attend as a spectator, including any that happened this weekend, and all the games that we'll be cheering on next week, we expect that you'll carry with you the respect and kindness that we always talk about here. And that is not always what you find elsewhere. There have been some stories in the news, and some of you may have experienced some of the unsportsmanlike conduct and behavior that have happened in other games. So I'm incredibly proud when I see you all not doing that, when I see you being good sports and good fans, and great ambassadors for St. Johnsbury Academy, and when I hear stories about the good behavior of our players and fans at away games. This is also what we're celebrating next week, when we host Linden Institute as a rival whose community is also our community. This pride and this spirit. So along those lines, I want to share briefly something that I know some of you are very curious about, and that we'll be taking up later this fall and next semester. A couple of weeks ago, the Board of Trustees voiced their support for our moving to a gender-neutral dress code here at the Academy. What that means essentially is that we're going to expand the options for what you can wear during this normal school day, and those things that will be universal according to the neat, clean, and appropriate standard that we're all already familiar with. It also means that those elements of the dress code that are associated with gender, like hair and jewelry and ties, will be available to all and optional for all. So there are more steps that need to happen before this happens, and we'll not be changing the current code until next semester, with a couple of exceptions for hair length, which will not be restricted by gender, and for some options beyond collared shirts for girls, like for other dress shirts and sweaters and turtlenecks as we head into the colder weather. So you'll hear details about that from your advisors and faculty soon to come. So you need to understand that part of the purpose of the Academy's dress code is to help you feel pride, again, in what you're doing every day when you come to campus to work and learn with your peers and faculty. It's part of the pride in the school spirit that we're going to celebrate, especially next week. And I see this change actually as an opportunity for us not to loosen our standards, but actually to get back to them, to recommit to them. I'll talk more about that with you and the whole community over the coming months, but let me be clear. Right now, the current dress code is still in place with the expectations, or with the exceptions I just mentioned about hair and turtlenecks, warm things for girls. And you need to comply with this so that we can all live together in peace. I will be asking the faculty to hold you to that dress code until we are able to change it. So I'm going to ask Maggie and Dolma from the Sophomore Student Council to ring us out today. I'm going to head to live freshman chapel, so enjoy the weekend, everyone, and get psyched for next week's celebrations. Please come to the stage, Maggie and Dolma. Thanks.
Good morning, everyone. We're members of the student government, and today we just wanted to give a quick update and a quick introduction to what we do for those of you who may not know.
Number one, we all dress up in robes and whisper about top secret things.
Okay.
2,
Not exactly. She's just kidding. We don't actually do that.
yeah, sure, we don't do that at all. No.
Anyways, student government compromises elected officials and representatives from each of the 4 classes. We meet weekly to discuss the state of the student body, changes that may need to be made, general concerns, and anything else to do with being a student at the St. Johnsbury Academy.
Within this one group, we have 6 subcommittees that each focus on different topics. Our committees this year are social justice, public relations, school spirit, food and parking, mental health, and environmental. We're in PR, if you hadn't already guessed. Please know that if you have any ideas or concerns about anything revolving around these topics, we would be happy to hear from you.
With that being said, we know that some of you may not know who all of your representatives are for your class, so hopefully one day during our individual class chapel days, the deans can take the time to introduce us all.
As you all know, next week is Spirit Week. Student government has been working hard to make this year's Spirit Week as fun as we can.
So some things we have planned are Spirit Squad of the senior class, a pep chapel hosted on Fairbanks Field next week, advisory door decorating for each class's theme, float decorating, the parade, and the bonfire.
We are so thrilled to have all the activities we missed out on last year. So get excited and be ready to show your school spirit next week.
Have a great week.
Have a great week, everyone.